I swear that the evidence which I shall give in this case shall be true, that I will conceal nothing, and that no part of my evidence shall be false. So help me back.
Please take.
अच्छे आरंभ देखंतु सार को देखंतु paragraph 48 of his deposition given on 6/1/2023 available at page 10 6 रे अछि 10 of the deposition
Paragraph 10 of the evidence affidavit.
no 48 of evidence on affidavit सेटा अछि page 10 रे
Short last paragraph.
Paragraph number 48.
48
I have filed the document showing the affidavit. See what is that?
आगे
Okay.
Mr. Samantray
Sir.
पढ़ीदेले तो सही सेंटेंस टा आपण you have filed documents on 4 occasions 29/6/2022 29/7/2022 14/10/2022 and 23/11/2022 and out of the documents you have filed you have exhibited documents marked as exhibit 1 to 35.
Sir.
Exhibit 36 is your evidence on affidavit. Kindly tell the Honorable Court which document under exhibit 1 to 35 shows that the affidavit dated 3/4/2019 has been filed by the respondent on 2/4/2019 along with the nomination papers dated 2/4/2019. बुझिले तो?
ठीक kindly sir out रे बुझेगा.
हाँ.
Paragraph टा आगे Mr. Samantray paragraph टा आउथरे पढ़ी दियंतु.
Milord, I filed
जो विषय रे कहिले मते एवं accordingly लेखा हला आपण कहिथिले जे आपण डॉक्यूमेंट दाखल करचंती जो थ्रू जणा पड़िबो जे 2 तारिख नॉमिनेशन पेपर जोटा 2 तारिख रे दाखल हेछि सेथिरे गोटे एफिडेविट फाइल करचंती रेस्पोंडेंट
in form 26.
हां इन फॉर्म 26 जोटार की तारीख होछि 3/4/2019.
Milord.
ए जो आपण फाइल करचंती डॉक्यूमेंट सार पचारचंती जे को गोटा को से डॉक्यूमेंट आपण तरफ जो एग्जिबिट हेछि 1 रु 35 पर्यंत सेटा को से डॉक्यूमेंट जो थ्रू ए कथाटी जणा पड़िबो.
Milord, exactly which exhibit shows
अब
it?
आपण भाबु ऐसे जो नॉमिनेशन पेपर उडा कथा कहउचंदी कि जो नॉमिनेशन पेपर तांको तरफ रु दाखल हेछि माने रेस्पोंडेंट रो नॉमिनेशन पेपर आपण जोटा एग्जिबिट करिसंती सेटा होछि 1 रु 4 आ गुटे कोन 32 रु 35 एई थ्रू जणा पड़िबो ना आउ को डॉक्यूमेंट रु जणा पड़िबो.
Milord, through भी जणा पड़िबो again the downloaded from Election Commission of India.
नहीं आपण जेति डॉक्यूमेंट आपण लिखि आपण कहिले पुरा आई हैव फाइल्ड द डॉक्यूमेंट तनो डॉक्यूमेंट ऑलरेडी फाइल करी सारी चंती
Mila,
ତେଣୁ ସାର୍ ପଚାରୁଛନ୍ତି କୋଉଟା ସେ ଡକୁମେଣ୍ଟ
ଏ ଯୋଉ exhibit 1 to 35 ଭିତରେ ଅଛି ନା ଯଦି
ନାଇଁ ତାରି ଭିତରେ ଅଛି ଆଜ୍ଞା ମିଲା।
ସେଇ
ସେଇ ସାର୍ ପଚାରୁଛନ୍ତି କୋଉଟା ସେ ଡକୁମେଣ୍ଟ କୋଉ ଗୁଡାକ ସେ ଡକୁମେଣ୍ଟ ଗୁଡାକ ଯୋଉଥିରେ ଏଇଟା ଜଣା
all the exhibits there are some discrepancies of the
ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ
nomination.
ଅନ୍ୟ ଏକ୍ସିବିଟ୍ ଗୁଡା ତ କୋଉଟା ଗୋଟେ ହଉଛି ମନେ କରନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣଙ୍କର
Property କୁ ନେଇକିରି
ହଁ
କୋଉଟା
ପ୍ରପର୍ଟି
criminal cases
କୋଉଟା
କୁ
ହଉଛି
ନେଇକିରି
ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଖତିଆନ ଗୁଡାକ ROR
I don't
obviously
exactly remember the exact exhibit number which shows the filing of on second and the affidavit of the third.
I cannot say which are those specific documents filed by me which would show that the affidavit dated 3/4/2019 has been filed by the respondent on 2/4/2019 along with his nomination paper dated 2/4/2019, even though I have stated like that in paragraph 48 of my evidence. Stop.
if you cannot say that which of the affidavits from 1 to 35, can you say from your list of documents filed on 4 occasions, which is that document?
Milord, I won't remember in details.
I do not remember what are those documents which have been filed by me on 26/9/2022, 29/7/2022, 14/10/2022, and 23/11/2022.
29/6,
अच्छा
29/7
प्रथम टा होची 29/6 देखि दिन 29/6
Hmm.
तापर 29/7 14/10 23/11/2022. I do not remember what अच्छा which are those documents which are those documents which have been that that have been filed by me on so and so to substantiate my stand taken in paragraph number 48 of my evidence. Stop.
Next paragraph.
सब पारा कर दें sorry out पारा कर
Next
दें
paragraph.
पारा 101
ସାର୍ ଙ୍କୁ ଦେଖାନ୍ତୁ pleading under paragraph 7B, first subparagraph, second and third sentence.
Available as page 8, my lord. First subpara, second sentence, second and third sentence.
correction कर दें
ମୁଁ
that co page टा
ପଢି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ
Page number 8.
page 8
yes
7B ର
First subpara, my lord.
it is submitted to the respondent
First sentence to sorry,
second sentence
second and third sentence mistake question.
अच्छा हाँ ଆଉ ଥରେ ପଢି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ସେ ପଢ
Good a second. Milord.
ମୋର ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ହେଉଛି though you have stated that the respondent has submitted 4 sets of nomination papers, But you have not mentioned in your election petition the serial number of those nomination papers as endorsed by the returning officer.
As required by the Milord?
As endorsed by the returning officer. Upon nomination दाखल कले रिटर्निंग अफसर तापर गोटे सीरियल नंबर पकेला केतेबेले पाइले बेले की तारीख देले
6, 7, 8 नो आपण जेमति पड़ती
सेमती
रेस्पोंडेंट
रेस्पोंडेंट कर सीरियल नंबर केते एंडोर्स कले रिटर्निंग अफसर आपण दर्शई ना
इलेक्शन पिटिशन Milord, again, if there are other parts where I would have, I don't know, but here.
नहीं नहीं यही पर्टिकुलर ये मु लिखिबी आपण 8B रे यही पर्टिकुलर ये रे आपण नंबर ओडा को मेंशन करना
Not in paragraph 7B.
हां 7B ई 7B रे लिखा
इलेक्शन पिटिशन
नहीं नहीं आगे 7B रे आपण रेफर करचंदी सेहि पई से पचार जंदी आउ कोडी मेंशन काल हेतिबो आपण से 7B देखि कि नहीं कहिबे आउ जदी कोठी आपण कहिबे ताल से पूरा पिटिशन दम देखिया पड़िबो ना तेणु आपण 7B रे पचारचंदी लेट हिम आंसर आई विल राइट डाउन
Milord,
it is not all right, it is a fact that in paragraph 7 capital B bracket bracket with a beta of the election petition I have not mentioned the date
serial number
acha the serial number comma numbers the numbers comma date and time of the receipt of 4 sets of nomination papers with affidavit filed by the respondent as endorsed by the returning officer. Stop.
Paragraph 7B रे जोठी मु आपन को देखैली सेठी तो उल्लेख करना आउ आपन को इलेक्शन पिटिशन रो अन्य कोन से पैराग्राफ रे उल्लेख करचंती
ए जो सीरियल नंबर डेट ऑफ टाइम
डेट एंड टाइम
I don't, Milord, it's.
Mr. Agrawal, please, देखी दियो जदि कोड थीबो नहीं ना so your client your advocate has
Milord.
checked it. It is a fact, all right.
But if he says yes, if it is
No,
not
no.
there,
It's
how it will?
it is नहीं नहीं आपण देखी देगी it is a fact. It is a fact that in the entire election petition लिख दो it is a fact that in the entire election petition comma सेटा पूरा कॉपी करी पेस्ट कर दूं I have not mentioned बस
Returning officer पढ़ो.
हाँ सर
नेक्स्ट सार को देखांतु पैराग्राफ 7B पेज 9 4th 5th and 6th sentence
1 2 3 4
4th 5th and 6th
4th 5th and 6th हाँ
पढ़ी देवी
I'm reading, Milord. Sure.
सर पढ़ी चल रहे you can put your question.
एथरे while pleading as above you have not mentioned on which date you have downloaded the nomination paper and affidavit filed by the respondent from the official website of the CEO of Orissa.
Sir, ଆଉ ଟିକେ ମତେ question ର
Not download କଲେ
ଲେଖିବେ ଆପଣ ଯେ ଲେଖିଛନ୍ତି ପିଟିସନ ର ଡାଉନଲୋଡେଡ ଦି ନୋମିନେସନ
Yes,
ପେପର ବୋଲି ଯେ କୋଉ ଦିନ ଆପଣ ଡାଉନଲୋଡେଡ କଲେ ସେ
exact
ଡେଟ୍
date.
ଏକ୍ସାକ୍ଟ ଡେଟ୍ ଟା ଆପଣ ଦେଇନା
exact data
ମେନସନ କରନା
mention करनी. It was a process of studying and then with the help of my legal.
No, it's different. But
Yes.
এই paragraph রে আপন এই জায়গায়
Yeah,
mention
Milord,
করবেন.
Milord.
It is a fact. Sub-paragraph. It is a fact that I have not mentioned in paragraph number 7B of my of the election petition as to on what date I have downloaded the nomination papers and the affidavit filed by the respondent from the web portal of CEO Odisha, sir.
CEO.
All capital. No.
ସେଇ ୱେବସାଇଟଟା ବି ଅଛି ମାଇଲର ଦେଖିପାରିବେ ତା ପୂର୍ବ ପେଜରେ ଅଛି
ये का तो सी हाँ
ଅଫିସିଆଲ
ऑफिशियल वेबसाइट तो
ଅଫିସିଆଲ
अच्छा ऑफिशियल वेबसाइट कर दूं ऑफिशियल वेब पोर्टल हाँ ऑफिशियल कर खाली ऑफिशियल वर्ड टा कर दूं
ଉପରଟା ବି ପୂର୍ବରୁ ଆଜ୍ଞା
ऑफिशियल
ୱେବସାଇଟ ଅଫ ସିଓ
हाँ ठीक है ऑफिशियल वेबसाइट सेटा काट दियंतु from the official सेटा काटी दियंतु from the official website of CEO
ଚିଫ ଇଲେକ୍ଟୋରାଲ ଅଫିସର
हाँ चीफ इलेक्टोरल ऑफिसर वा पूरा लिख दो ना दी
ଚିଫ ଇଲେକ୍ଟୋରାଲ
हाँ चीफ इलेक्टोरल ऑफिसर कमा ओडिशा सर एचे से 7B पर गोटे कोन तळे गोटे गार रहिछि सेटा हाँ
किंबा जहाँ को आपण जो डॉक्यूमेंट आपण डाउनलोड कले फ्रॉम द ऑफिशियल वेबसाइट से तार कॉपी मध्य आपण इलेक्शन पिटिशन संगे दाखल करना
जोटा इलेक्शन कमिशन ऑफ इंडिया रो वेबसाइट रो डाउनलोड करछु
चीफ इलेक्टोरल कमिशन इलेक्शन ऑफिसर
हां इट्स द सेम थिंग
चीफ इलेक्टोरल ऑफिसर रो आपण तो कहले डाउनलोड करले सेटा को दिन डाउनलोड कले सेटा कहिनाती किंबा जो कॉपीटा डाउनलोड कले सेटा भी इलेक्शन पिटिशन संगे दाखल करना कि आज पर्यंत भी दाखल करना
Milord, the dates will be indicated on the date I have downloaded.
नहीं
the instant dates so
आउ थरे मिस्टर सामंतराय এই जो पैराग्राफ रे कहले आपण डाउनलोडेड कले बेली एवं आपण कहिले जे मु तारीख रे कली सेटा मु लेखी नाही ठीक अछि जो डाउनलोडेड कले बेली आपण लेखि चले से डाउनलोडेड कॉपी टा भी आपण ए इलेक्शन पिटिशन संगे देई नाहंती जेतोले फाइल कले बा आजी पर्यंत भी मध्य देई दाखल करना कोर्ट रे
Milord,
से डाउनलोडेड कॉपी
say the basis of my election petition is based on that, Milord.
Correct.
से
Milord, so obviously when I would have somewhere
हाँ आपण से सार भी कहउछन जे सेटा बहुत इंपोर्टेंट डॉक्यूमेंट थिला आपण दाखल करियार थिला एवं आजी पर्यंत दाखल करनांती बेली सार को प्रश्न भी सेया होची जे आपण आजी पर्यंत दाखल करिनांती इलेक्शन पिटिशन ने सहित तो देई नथिले आजी पर्यंत भी दाखल करनांती
Milord, here I won't remember my legal
okay all right सब पारा कर दियंतु I cannot say whether I have filed the downloaded copy of the nomination papers and the affidavit filed by the respondent from the web portal से जो CEO
which I had downloaded before
from the हाँ सेटा I cannot say whether I have filed some along with the election petition or even till today my advocate can say about the same. Stop. Yes.
Say paragraph 7B रो first sub paragraph 7th sentence page 9 रे अछि देखा
ପଢୁଛି ପଢୁଛି।
Who line ta sir ko sentence ta?
Say seventh sentence. So what does sentence?
1 2 3 4 5 6
The arrow
7
should have.
अच्छा आरंभ होची 10 the affidavit sir सेटा
No, the arrow should have rejected.
First the returning officer. First the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11th sentence from
अच्छा 10 the returning officer should
Aye.
have rejected the nomination
Aye.
under law पर्यंत रही।
हाँ हाँ ठीक है हाँ sir what is your question हाँ से पढ़ी सर
Question होती,
पढ़
under which provision of law it has been indicated or shown that if the nomination suffers from this defect, the returning officer is to reject it.
My lord, I have filed my nomination paper on 5 occasions. And it is very clear that the returning officer will reject if there are discrepancies, there are non-disclosures of facts. So that is a very well-known law of the election procedures, my lord.
नहीं नहीं सर को क्वेश्चन टिक
Thus, the returning officer failed in his duty, my lord.
मिस्टर सामंत आउ टिके क्लियर हवा सर को क्वेश्चन होची जदी 2 तारीख नॉमिनेशन पेपर सहित 3 तारीख रो गोटे एफिडेविट दाखल हबो बा जोटा की वेबसाइट को जणा पड़ची सेही ग्राउंड रे इलेक्शन पिटिशन सॉरी सेही ग्राउंड रे रिटर्निंग ऑफिसर से नॉमिनेशन पेपर को रिजेक्ट कर दबो ए जो आभरमेंट आपण नै चंती एटा को रूल बा को सेक्शन कुथरे आपण अछि आपण उल्लेख करना त से हार पचाउछन एमती कि हां
By instruction of the Election Commission of India.
अच्छा it is the instruction of देखो it is the instruction of Election Commission of India
To all returning officers, my lord.
to all the returning it is the instruction of election to all the returning officers for them that if any such case comes where with the nomination paper of a particular date, comma, the affidavit in form 26 of another date is filed, comma, the returning officer should reject such nomination papers. Stop.
ଆପଣ ଯୋଉ allegation କରିଛନ୍ତି that the returning officer has not rejected the nomination.
Paper कर दें nomination paper. हाँ ठीक है
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
सर
ଆପଣ ଯୋଉ allegation ଟି ଆଣିଛନ୍ତି that the returning officer has not rejected the nomination of the respondent at the behest of the respondent. Huh? You have not stated how the returning officer acted as such at the behest of the respondent, nor you have stated any proof, nor you have filed any document to show before this honorable court to substantiate your allegation.
My lord, this is quite obvious that when such a clear mistake is there, the election officer should have then and there rejected it.
No,
So there was something motive behind not rejecting it. Neither in the day he filed the nomination, nor in the date of scrutiny. If I have written so, my lord, that just deliberately and illegally accepted the nomination paper, how this question, sir, kemiti buji paruni. I have stated
अच्छा
it.
ये सामंतराय बाबू,
Milord.
the meaning of behest is Uprutan is an authoritative order or command, ହେଲା? So behest माने होची an authoritative order or command, ହେଲା? तो आपण लिखिले जे behest of the respondent returning officer एटा reject करिवार थिला किंतु कले नाही.
Milord.
तेणु यार कौन आपणक पाखरे प्रमाण आइदर डॉक्यूमेंटरी प्रमाण हो बा कोनोसी ओरल प्रमाण हो अछि कि यदि अछि से विषय रे मध्य आपण उल्लेख करनांती एई पैराग्राफ रे बा कोनोसी जगह रे इलेक्शन पिटिशन रे उल्लेख
Like that, I don't remember. There is no evidence, but this kind of.
do Mr. Samudra, please take pause for. You mean to say that you have no evidence to substantiate this one?
Yes, I won't be able to.
Yes, I will not be able to adduce in any evidence.
Or not know basically what happened because.
स्थिर होइकिन कहतु जहाँ कहउचंती कहतु लेखा हबो आपण मु समय दउची आपण मु तरतर करूनी जहाँ कहिबे मु लेखिबी आपण कहिले आई विल नॉट बी एबल टू एड्यूस एनी एविडेंस आउ कोन जदी कहिया चाहचंती कहतु एंड आपण सार पचारले जे आपण तो लेखि नांती किछि एविडेंस देइचंती कि आपण कहिले नाइ देइ नांती एवं आपण माने फ्यूचर किछि देइ परिबे कि से विषय मध्ये आपण कहउचंती नाइ मु देइ परिबिनी सेया मु लेखिबा जाउची लेकिन I have not adduced, I have not given ता पूर्व लेखन जो I start I said I have not given any document and will not be able to adduce any evidence to substantiate the averments taken in my election petition in paragraph number 7B bracket at page 9 that the returning officer at the behest of the respondent did not reject his nomination papers even though as per the instruction given by the Election Commission of India to the returning officers, such nomination papers should have been rejected. Stop. Yes, sir.
8th sentence टा sir को पढ़ान. No, the nomination paper.
Therefore, the nomination papers dated
2/4/2019
yes,
of respondent are invalid nominations, and the votes received in favor of the respondent cannot be treated as valid.
Milord.
मोर आपण को प्रश्न होची under what provision of law you intend to say that the nomination is an invalid nomination, and what is the provision of law which says that if the nomination is an invalid nomination, that the votes received by the person whose nomination has been held invalid will also be held invalid?
That is as per Election Commission guidelines, Milord.
Election.
As per the Election Commission, as per the Election Commission guideline, Election Commission of India, as per the guidelines, of the Election Commission of India, if the nomination papers are held to be invalid, then the votes received in favor of, if the nomination papers of a candidate, of a candidate are held to be invalid, then the votes received in favor of such candidate are also to be treated as invalid votes.
Last sentence.
So the result.
Say 7B, last sentence.
So the result of the election has been materially affected so far as it
The
is.
result of election has been materially affected so far as it relates to 90 Bharavati Kotak Assembly Constitution. As such, the same is liable to be set aside. While alleging as above, you have not mentioned as to how and why the result of election has been materially affected and under which provision of law the same is liable to be set aside.
As for the Election Commission of India, my lord.
Guideline.
Yes, please.
No substantive law.
It is a substantive law.
No provision of law. କୌଣସି
Election-
ଆଇନରେ ନାହିଁ ଯାହା ଇନଷ୍ଟ୍ରକ୍ସନ ରେ ଅଛି.
Election Commission, my lord, this is as for law very substantive.
ନାଇଁ ଆପଣ ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ ଆଇଦର କହିବେ ଯେ ରିପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟେସନ ଅଫ ପିପୁଲ୍ସ ଆକ୍ଟ ରେ ଅଛି ପ୍ରୋଭିଜନ ଅନୁଯାୟୀ ସାର୍ ପଚାରୁଛନ୍ତି କୋଉଥିରେ ଅଛି କୋଉ
Representation of the People's Act, my lord.
ଆକ୍ଟ ରେ ଅଛି ନା ରୁଲ୍ସ ରେ ଅଛି ନା ଗାଇଡଲାଇନ ରେ ଅଛି
ଗାଇଡଲାଇନ ରେ ଅଛି, ଆକ୍ଟ ରେ ମଧ୍ୟ my lord ଅଛି.
ଯାହା ସ୍ଥିର କରି କୁହନ୍ତୁ ତାମାନେ ଆପଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଆକ୍ଟ ରେ ଅଛି ରୁଲ୍ସ ରେ ଅଛି ଗାଇଡଲାଇନ୍ସ ରେ ଅଛି ନା କୋଉଥିରେ ଅଛି ଆଉ ଥରେ ପଚାରୁଛି ଆପଣ.
As for the Act, People's Representative Act, हिसाब से Election Commission has set its guidelines.
All right. As per the provisions of the Representation of People's Act, say, comma, 19 year to the and also 61,
51, my lord.
51, 1900, and the guidelines issued by the Election Commission of India, comma, the result of the election of 90 Bharavati Kotak Assembly constituency has been materially affected since the returning officer illegally accepted the nomination papers of the respondent on 2/4/2019 along with the affidavit dated affidavit in form 26 dated 3/4/2019. Yes.
You have also not pleaded why and how the election has been materially affected.
My lord,
material affected. କେମିତି ହେଲା କିପରି ହେଲା
हाँ କୋଉ ଭଳି ଭାବରେ ହେଲା କିପରି ହେଲା
ସେଟା ଲେଖା
କାହିଁକି ହେଲା ଏମିତି
why and how ସେଟା ଲେଖା.
my lord,
it is a fact that I have not mentioned.
my lord, this question I'm
ठीक
not
है, right, yeah.
very well getting it. ମାନେ
अच्छा ଆପଣ ଲେଖିଲେ ନା ସାର୍ ପଚାରୁଛନ୍ତି
ହଁ,
ଆପଣ ଲେଖିଲେ ଯେ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ମ୍ୟାଟେରିଆଲି ଆଫେକ୍ଟେଡ ହେଲା ଯୋଉ ରେଜଲ୍ଟ ଟା ଏଟା କିଭଳି ଭାବରେ ହେଲା ଆଉ କେମିତି ହେଲା ବା କହିଲେ ସେ ଡିଟେଲ ଆପଣ ଉଲ୍ଲେଖ କରିନାହାନ୍ତି ସାର୍ ପଚାରୁଛନ୍ତି ଇଲେକ୍ସନ ପିଟିସନ ରେ. खाली लिखिचंदी materially
A
affected हला
particular paragraph रे लिखता ही पारे sentence रे, but definitely
हाँ माने in a elaborate manner ताकू आपण describe करी नाहंती केमती हला जे materially खाली what has been used that result of the election has been materially affected. Sari's question, how it has materially affected, in what way? See,
materially affected because again wrong affidavit. As
नहीं
for
नहीं in उभड़ी भावरे in detail आपण लिखी ना खाली लिखी चंदी materially affected. How and in what way it has been materially affected से विषय रे आपण विस्तृत भावरे लिखी ना.
I won't be able to tell anything, Milord, because this is again
नहीं आपण ए विस्तृत भावरे जे लिखी चंदी materially 1 2 3 कारण पई material
Milord लिखा है नहीं कि आउ कोर्ट लिखा है पर Milord
it is नहीं वर्तमान आसुची हम ए जो paragraph 7b कथा हम सार पचार जंदी आपण a particular paragraph
not
it is a fact that I have not mentioned in detail in paragraph 7b b capital of the election petition.
Only in this particular year topic question
paragraph 7b विषय से पचार जंदी मु भी लिखिली paragraph 7b आउ किछि कथा लिखन आपण सामना रे evidence copy अछि देखंतो. It is a fact that I have not mentioned in detail in paragraph 7b of the election petition as to how and in what way the result of the election of 90-Barabati constituency ठीक है has been materially affected. Stop, sir.
Do you know,
sir,
that the affidavit in Form 26 can be filed by a candidate latest by 3 p.m. on the last day for filing of nomination?
Milord?
Do you know that the affidavit in Form 26 can be filed by a candidate latest by 3 p.m. on the last day of filing of nomination?
Yeah, it is Milord a provision of the election commission. It's exactly 3 o'clock or
before 3 o'clock.
Before 3 o'clock.
Last day of
filing of nomination.
Aye.
कौन कहउछंती कोन मु लिखिबी मिस्टर सामंत.
Yes,
yes, it is a fact. हाँ सब पारा कर दें. It is a fact that the affidavit.
The timing may be.
अच्छा ठीक है. The affidavit in.
There is a time limit, no doubt, Milord.
The affidavit in Form 26 can be filed by a candidate latest
by 3 p.m.
नहीं से मना कुछंदी
time limit time limit 5टा थाई परे
on the latest by candidate on the last date लेखंदु on the last date of the filing of nomination on the last date of filing of nomination papers कर दियंतु. But I cannot say whether it should be by 3 p.m.
Should be filed by 3.
It should be filed by 3 p.m. All right, it should be filed by 3.
Do you know that that there is a provision for preparation and issuance of a checklist of documents in connection with filing of nomination by the RO to the candidate?
Milord, yes, there is a provision.
There is a provision for preparation and issuance of checklist to the
checklist of documents
checklist of documents
in connection
to to the candidate.
In connection with the heading ta uta rauchi
Acha, in connection with
filing of nomination
filing of nomination
by the arrow to
ସେଇଟାକୁ
the candidate.
checklist ପାଖରୁ ସେଇଟାକୁ inverted କରିଦେଲେ ଭଲ।
କୋଉଠୁ
checklist ପାଖରୁ nomination କରିଦେଲେ।
ଆଚ୍ଛା checklist for document ରୁ ହଁ କୋଉ ଯାଏ inverted ହବ nomination ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ to the concerned candidate লিখুন to the concerned candidate on filing of his nomination papers.
Do you know that there is clear instruction of the Election Commission of India to give an opportunity to the candidate who has filed an affidavit in Form 26 which is not properly filled up or its columns are left blank?
While filing of the nomination, my lord, yes, the provisions are read out by the election officer.
I am aware that there are provisions for giving opportunity.
No, my lord, opportunity not.
से question से आला अपन हाँ मारले मु लिखिली आ कौन कहउचनी कोन
ମୁଁ କହୁଛି କି the opportunity is there, but when he receives the nomination paper, if he doesn't see any, it's a too fast job, for him to immediately find out. That's why they are given.
ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ ସାର୍ ପଚାରୁଛନ୍ତି ଏମିତି ପ୍ରୋଭିଜନ ଅଛି ଯେ ଯଦି କିଛି କଲମ ବ୍ଲାଙ୍କ ରହିଗଲା ହଁ ଯଦି ଏଇଟା ଫିଲ୍ଡ ଅଫ୍ ପ୍ରପରଲି ଫିଲ୍ଡ ଅଫ୍ ହେଇନି ତାହେଲେ କ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡିଡେଟ କୁ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଅପରଚ୍ୟୁନିଟି ଦିଆଯିବ
I won't be able to.
ଯାହା କହୁଛନ୍ତି କୁହନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ କହିଲେ ବୋଲି ମୁଁ ଲେଖିଲି ଆଇ ଏମ୍ ଆୱେୟାର ବୋଲି ପୁଣି ଯଦି କଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ତାହେଲେ କୁହନ୍ତୁ କଣ ଆପଣ କହିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି ଏମିତି କିଛି ନାହିଁ ପ୍ରୋଭିଜନ ନା ନାଇଁ ଅଛି
ଧନ୍ୟ ଯାଉ ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କ କଥା କହୁଛି ଆପଣ ନୋମିନେସନ ଫାଇଲ କଲେ your nomination was complete in all respect. Therefore, there is no endorsement by the returning officer in your checklist. किंतु जदि आपनको नॉमिनेशन रे किछि डिफेक्ट थांता नॉमिनेशन रिटर्निंग अफसर चेकलिस्ट रे सेटा को दर्शाई करी आपनको कहि थांते टू फाइल ए फ्रेश एफिडेविट इन फॉर्म 26 complete in all respect latest by commencement of the scrutiny. এই provision विषय এই व्यवस्था संपर्क रे आपण जने 5 थर कैंडिडेट এই व्यवस्था संपर्क रे आपण जानिचंती कि नहीं
अवगत अछंती
कि नहीं
Milord, I exact law jani because mostly our nominations are filed along with my legal advisors whenever I have gone.
क्वेश्चन टा से नहीं आज्ञा सामंतराव क्वेश्चन टा होची जदी आपनकर किछि कोनोसी कैंडिडेट रे एम्ति छाड़ देई गले ताहले कौन सेठी ताकू ये करि देबे ना माने टोटल अपॉर्चुनिटी किछि देबेनी ना ना अपॉर्चुनिटी दिया जीवो तांकू
opportunity scrutiny जाए तो opportunity रुहे for the
से तो लिखा होती I am aware that there are provisions for giving opportunity
they give or we get as per the law
for giving opportunity to the candidate who has not to the candidate who has not properly filled up form 26 affidavit in form 26
His affidavit
to who has not filled up his affidavit he who has not properly filled up his affidavit in form 26 or left some columns blank. I am aware that there are provisions for giving opportunity to the so and so blank cover stop by the
To file it
by the returning officer to file a fresh
and revise that.
and revised affidavit in Form 26, complete in all respect by the last date of
Before commencement of scrutiny of law.
acha, all right, seta before the commencement of scrutiny of the nomination papers kar diyantu. Yes, sir.
Paragraph 10 ta dekha.
Evidence and affidavit.
Evidence and affidavit.
Again. Page 6 to 8.
Koda kod.
Paragraph 10 ta paduntu. Total of 6.
In this paragraph, you have referred to your IA number 24 of 2020.
Page 6, paragraph 10.
10, my
ठीक है.
Again. Evidence and affidavit.
ठीक है, sir. ठीक.
Miller.
You have filed this petition, IA number 24 of 2020, along with its annexures.
Sir, IA number ta kodi mention
My
hai.
lord,
Next page.
chapter number page re
हाँ.
जोटी बोल्ट ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି ସରିଗଲା HTML ସରିଗଲା.
So I
So
filed.
I file
हाँ,
item number 24 ଯୋଉଟା କି ଆପଣ absolute
हाँ,
କରିଛନ୍ତି
ठीक
order.
ठीक ठीक है. हाँ.
Along with its annexures.
item number ଟା my lord available at flag 12. I have given the copy.
ना ठीक है sir, question टा पूछो.
The same be marked as exhibit W.
IA number 24 of 2020 रे जो
Along with its annexures,
okay.
be marked as exhibit W. କାହିଁକିନା ସେଥିରେ ଗୁଡାଏ HTTP ବି ଆମ ରେଫର ହେଇଛି.
ଏଇଟା ହଉଛି ତାଙ୍କର ଦରଖାସ୍ତ.
ତାଙ୍କରି ଦରକାର.
ଠିକ. ଦେଖ ତା original ଟା ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ.
ଆପଣଙ୍କ
ସେଟା
ଦରକାର
ଖାଲି ଆଜି ଡାଇରେକ୍ସନ ଦେଇଦେଲେ ଆମେ ସାର୍ଟିଫାଇଡ୍ କପିଟା ସବଷ୍ଟିଚ୍ୟୁଟ କରୁ.
ସେଠି absolute ହେଇଯାଇଛି. ଦେଖିଲି ଆପଣ ଏଥିରେ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ଲାଷ୍ଟ କୁ ଆପଣଙ୍କ affidavit ପରେ କିନ୍ତୁ ଆମକୁ ତ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି କପି ଏଠି କାହିଁକି annexures ଗୁଡା
ଥିବ ଗୋପାଳ ଟିକେ ଦେଖିଦିଅ.
24/2020
24/2020 ସେଟା ମାର୍କ ହବ ତ ତାକୁ
ଆଜ୍ଞା.
ପେନସିଲ ରେ ଲେଖି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ. ସେଟା ପୁଣି ପେନ ରେ ମାର୍କ ହବ, ନାଲି ପେନ ରେ.
annexures ଗୁଡା available ଆଉ ଅଛି annexures ଗୁଡା ପଡିବ.
ସେଟା ଥିବ ମାଇକ୍ରୋସଫ୍ଟ
IA number 24 of 2020 ର ପିଟିସନ ଟା କାଢନ୍ତୁ. ସେଟା କେବେ ଫାଇଲ କଲେ ଦେଖିଦେଲା.
28
ଏଟା ଫାଇଲ ହେଇଛି 28/2/20.
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ତ ସିରିୟଲି ରହୁଛି ନା ଡକ୍ୟୁମେଣ୍ଟ ଗୁଡା.
28/2/20. ଆମେ ତ ୱିଦାଉଟ୍ annexure ଦାଖଲ କରିବା ଲୋକ ନୁହଁ.
ଆମେ କରିଛୁ ତ ହିୟରିଂ ହେଇଛି
ହିୟରିଂ ହେଇଛି ତାପରେ ପୁଣି
ଅର୍ଡର ହେଇଛି ପରା.
ଅର୍ଡର ହେଇଛି
ଆବସଲ୍ୟୁଟ ହେଇଛି order ଟା.
ଇଏ ତଳେ ତ ରହିଲା କଥା
ସେଟା କେବେ ଅର୍ଡର ହେଲା କହିଲେ ସେଟା ଜଣା.
28/2 ରେ ହେଇଛି
28/2 ରେ ଫାଇଲ ହେଇଛି.
ଅର୍ଡର ସେଟା
ଆବସଲ୍ୟୁଟ ହେଇଛି କେବେ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ.
28/2 ରେ ବି ପ୍ରିଜର୍ଭ କରିବା ପାଇଁ କଲେ absolute କଲେ ତାପରେ 22
Interim applications गुड़ा सब साइड रखी तो राव को जगह रखी ना तो
मैंने सुप्रीम कोर्ट गला बेलू सर
हाँ
ये डॉक्यूमेंट ये
सेपटे
पिटिशन गुड़ाक जीवनी एगुड़ा C1 फाइल रे रही
अच्छा
तेणु एटा को आम ये मार्क करने चाहूँ जे सेटा जेमती पार्ट ऑफ द रिकॉर्ड हो
जान कोड रखियो आइए पिटिशन रा देखो तुम सर में बाहर पर दोनों से बेटी कौन आछ
तमें निजे टिके देखि दियो
नहीं से कहूची जोड़ा को डिस्पोज ऑफ ही जाईची गोटे जगह रखी जोड़ा पेंडिंग अछि आ गोटे जगह अछि इंटरिम एप्लीकेशन गुड़ा
फाइल
आई अवेलेबल अच्छी आर
हाँ।
तो annexures पूरा
डॉक्यूमेंट जो फाइल है सर आपके डॉक्यूमेंट पूरा नहीं आते
एटा बोध कोर्ट रे फाइल
এটা কোর্ট
এটা অর্ডার শিট भी জনা পড়ছি
आगे
মানে 28/2 ର অর্ডার শিট হଉଛି এয়া the interim application has been filed in court today
आगे
so 28 ତାରିଖ ଦିନ ହିଁ ଫାଇଲ ହେଇଛି
ଫାଇଲ ଅଛି ଆମ କପି ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି
ହଁ।
ତାକୁ ଆପଣ ଆବସୋଲ୍ୟୁଟ
ଆମ
କରୁଛନ୍ତି
नेक्स्ट ଅଛି
ହଁ ଇଣ୍ଟରିମ ଅର୍ଡର ମଧ୍ୟ ସେଇ ଦିନ
2022 ତାକୁ ଆବସୋଲ୍ୟୁଟ
ହଁ।
କରୁଛନ୍ତି
ଇଣ୍ଟରିମ ଅର୍ଡର ମଧ୍ୟ ସେଇ 28/2 ରେ ହିଁ ପାସ୍
आगे
ହେଇଛି
आगे नहीं अनेक आमे ऑब्जेक्शन रे भी अनेक्सर रेफर करछे
করছে যে কিন্তু সেই annexure গুড়াକ ଏଥିରେ available ହଉନି
एपट सेपट कोठ हे जाइथिबो अवेलेबल केमति होबनी से दाखल करछंती कोर्ट ऑर्डर करछंती इंट्रीम ऑर्डर करछंती एब्सोल्यूट करछंती
ଡକ୍ୟୁମେଣ୍ଟ ସାଙ୍ଗେ ରହିଗଲା ସେଟା ଆମର ଏଇଟା ମୁଁ ସେଟା ଆମ ତାର ଅବଜେକ୍ସନ ଆରି ସାଙ୍ଗରେ ତାଙ୍କେ ତଳେ ଆନେକ୍ସ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ସେ ବି କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଆନେକ୍ସ କରୁଛନ୍ତି
ତମେ ଆଇଏ ର କପି ପାଇଲଣି ତ
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଓରିଜିନାଲ ଟା ପାଇଲଣି ତ ସେ ଆଇଏ ଟାକୁ ମାର୍କ ହେଇଯାଉ ତାପରେ ସେ ଡକ୍ୟୁମେଣ୍ଟ ଗୁଡା ଟିକେ ସରଲା ପରେ ଖୋଜିଦେବେ ଟିକେ
आगे
ଡକ୍ୟୁମେଣ୍ଟ ବି ଦେଖିବାର ଥିଲା
ହୁଁ
हां से डॉक्यूमेंट से हिच
ଓ
कोन
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଆଚ୍ଛା
से डॉक्यूमेंट एटा मार्क हबो एग्जिबिट डब्ल्यू
ହୁଁ
तार जो अनेक्सिंग डॉक्यूमेंट गुडा करे
ହୁଁ ହୁଁ
W1 टू W8 पर्यंत अछि
ହୁଁ
मार्क
ସେ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ଯୋଉଟା ଗୋଟେ ଆମେ କାଢିକି ଦଉ ଦେଖଉଛୁ
ଦେଖି ସାରିଲେଣି ଆପଣ
ଡାଉନଲୋଡେଡ କପି ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି
ହଁ
ତ ଯେ କହିବେ ଆମେ ସବସ୍ଟିଟ୍ୟୁଟ କରି ଜେରକ୍ସ କପି ରଖିନୁ
ସିଏ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ପାଇଁ ଏଇଟା ମାର୍କ ହେଇଯାଉ ସିଏ ଖୋଜି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ସେ ଲାଇନ ଟା ଇନକର୍ପୋରେଟ କରିଦବା
ଥିଲା 5
नहीं ताधे रहइबो 8टा रहिछि ना
ଆଚ୍ଛା
8ଟା ଡକ୍ୟୁମେଣ୍ଟ ଆନେକ୍ସ କରିଥିଲେ
अनेक्स अने
चारटा
8टा डॉक्यूमेंट हम एग्जिबिट मार्क करछु सेति
4ଟା ଡକ୍ୟୁମେଣ୍ଟ କରି ତା ମେନ୍ ଟା ଡବ୍ଲ୍ୟୁ ହେଇଗଲା W1 W2 ଏମିତି
खाली W टा हे जाऊ
ହୁଁ ହୁଁ
1 to 8 जोटा हमें करिया जाऊ सेटा खोज देला
अच्छा प्रसाद प्रश्न पचार दियନ୍ତୁ ଏଇଟା ମାର୍କ ହେଇଯାଉ ସେ ପେନସିଲ ରେ ମାର୍କ କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ ଏଇ ନାଲି ନୁହେଁ ଅନ୍ୟ ପେନ୍ ହଁ ଠିକ ଆଉ ସେଠି ଗୋଟେ ଇଏ ମାରି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଫ୍ଲାଗ ମାରି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ସୁବିଧା ହବ
your IA number 24 of 2020 with its annexures be marked as exhibit W.
this is the interim application filed by me under section under rule 10 of chapter XXX III capital all of the rules to regulate proceedings under RP Act and Rule 27 bracket A of chapter VI of the Orissa High Court rules wide IA number 24 of 2020 with a prayer to pass necessary orders to the Election Commission of India CEO Odisha, District Election Officer Cutter, and the returning officer of 90 Baravati constituency to preserve certain uploaded data mentioned in the web portal and the same is marked as exhibit W na sir?
W.
Stop. ସେଇ ଯୋଉଟା ମିଳିଗଲା ପରେ add କର
first document, second document, third document,
ठीक है।
portal having URL numbers
नहीं ये सब गुड़ा को बहुत
having URL numbers, some URL numbers.
having
URL numbers mentioned there.
petition ରେ ଅଛି ଆଜ୍ଞା already.
ଅଛି ତ ଜଣା ପଡୁଛି document
Petition ରେ court ରେ
solid petition ଅଛି ହଁ yes
As next जो ଆମେ ଇଏ କରିବୁ ମାର୍କ କରିବୁ exhibit ହିସାବରେ
अच्छा
ତାର first document, second document ଏଇ ହିସାବରେ
अच्छा ସେ document ଟା ତାହେଲେ ଟିକେ ଖୋଜନ୍ତୁ କୁଆଡେ ହଁ ସେ ଯଦି ପାଇବେ ତାକୁ ତା ସାଙ୍ଗରେ ଲଗେଇ ଦେବେ ମାନେ ସେଇ W ସାଙ୍ଗରେ ସେଟା ଲାଗିବ
ସେ ପିଟିସନ ଟା ସାଙ୍ଗରେ ଲାଗିବ exhibit W ସାଙ୍ଗରେ ଗୋପାଳ ଟିକେ ନିଜେ ଦେଖିଦିଅ
ଆଜି ସାର୍ ଏଇଠି ରହିବା କହୁଛନ୍ତି
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଯେ
ମାନେ ସେ ଗୋଟାଏ ଇଏ ତ W1, W2, W3,
ନାଇଁ ଠିକ ଅଛି ବୁଝିଲି ଯେ ଆଜିର ଅର୍ଡର ସିଟ୍ ଟା ତୋର ବାହାର କରନ୍ତୁ ସିରିୟଲ ନମ୍ବର ଟା ଠିକ ସେ ଦେଖି ଲେଖନ୍ତୁ ସିରିୟଲ ନମ୍ବର ଦେଖ ଲାଷ୍ଟ ସିରିୟଲ ନମ୍ବର କେତେ ଥିଲା ଅର୍ଡର ସିଟ୍ ଅର୍ଡର ନମ୍ବର ଟା 99 election petitioner so-and-so is present in court today. His cross-examination is resumed. So-and-so documents which are documents which are kept in with the learning so-and-so in sealed cover were open. Aaj kichhi open nahi chhad diyan.
During the cross-examination,
अच्छा
IA number has been marked.
हाँ IA during the cross-examination IA number এটা হচ্ছে 24 of 2020 हाँ is marked
along with its annexures
Alexia sir ଆସିନି ପରା
ଏଇଟା ମାର୍କ କରିବା ଆସିଲେ ତା ଉପରେ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ କରିବା ନା
sir ଆଜି ମାର୍କ ହେଲାନି ଏଇଟା ଖାଲି ଚାଲି ଯାଉ IA ଟା ମାର୍କ ହେଇଛି କାଳେ ଫିଫ୍ ଟାଇମ୍ हाँ ମୁଁ ସେ IA number so and so is marked as exhibit W ଠିକ ରହିଲା ତ during the cross examination IA number so and so is marked as exhibit W further cross examination is deferred to ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ କୁହନ୍ତୁ
ସେ ତ 7-8 ତ ଛୁଟି
ହୁଁ।
କାଲି ପରଦିନ ଛୁଟି
ଆପଣ ଯୋଉ ଅନୁଯାୟୀ କହିବେ ମିଶ୍ର ସାମନ୍ତରାୟ
10 କୁ ରଖିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ।
ମିଶ୍ର ସାମନ୍ତରାୟ 10 ତାରିଖ ଶୁକ୍ରବାର ଦିନ ଆପଣ ଆଭେଲେବୁଲ ଅଛନ୍ତି?
2ଟା ବେଳକୁ
9 Tarikh also I am available, my lord.
ନାଇଁ 9 ତାରିଖରେ ଟିକେ ତାଙ୍କର ଗୋଟେ ଇଏ
ଆଚ୍ଛା
ଅଛି
10 ତାରିଖ କେତେବେଳେ ସୁବିଧା ହବ ଆପଣ କନଭିନିଏଣ୍ଟ ହବ କୁହନ୍ତୁ?
My lord, anything the court decides is convenient.
ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ 2 p.m.
2
ଆଚ୍ଛା 10th of March 2023 list this matter on so and the matter will be taken up at 2 p.m. ଏଇଟା ନିୟମ। ଆପଣ ଟିକେ ଅପେକ୍ଷା କରିବେ ସେ ଚେକ୍ କରିଦେଲା ପରେ ସାଇନ୍ କରିଦେବେ ଆଉ ସେ ଡକ୍ୟୁମେଣ୍ଟ
My lord,